Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, my people, depending on where you are watching from. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining me. Today, we continue to evangelize Biafra. Sorry, I am coming in late, my people. Most of the time, we are not very ready before the time comes up. Join me from wherever you are watching and let us continue. My name remains Betty Ford, and I am one of the media teams. In this platform, we give you authentic information about what is going on currently. So my people, join me, let us continue. Join me, my people. It is happening again. You all know that recently there are so many things going on. Join me, my people, join me so that we continue. Before I continue, my people, I have to pray. This evening is not very okay, but I have to go on. Father, Lord, I thank and glorify your holy name, and I pray that you will always be with us, your children. We trust in you, we believe in you, we thank you. I pray for the release of my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and for the release of any other Biafran that is wrongfully detained by the zoo. And I pray for our Prime Minister. Pray that every Biafran will support him and that we will not disappoint him. I pray for every Biafran. He say, so my people, I pray that you will join me this evening so that we will continue with what we are doing. Yesterday, there was this outbreak of fire. Hello, good evening. Good evening, Henry. How are you? I hope you are doing well. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining, my brother. I just came here for us to continue. We have to ring it like a bell to our people that time has come for us to take our leave and be serious about it. No sabotage, nothing at all. There's a place our Onyendu was talking about, saboteurs. All right, thank you. We thank God for making us well. Every ethnic group can take care of their saboteurs within. Just be checked overnight. I'm telling you, there are some people who come and take care of freedom of saboteur and cracker. The freedom, we want to be behind they have created their own share. And you go to meetings with them and the GSF. Every ethnic group can take care of their saboteurs. Yes.
And you hold meetings with them, and DSF.
You know, he was going to say something about the DSS. You see these DOS people, all these men claiming to be working with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They all have phone number of the military. Yes. You remember the other day when I was talking about the confession of one of the DOS, Chika Edoziem. He said the governors approached them, not the military this time. And DSS, they are military people of different parastatal like police, mobile police, army, navy, the military. Yeah. He said it is the governors, not the military. So my people, we have to continue. Yesterday afternoon, the popular market in Abuja, you all will guess who are the most affected people by that fire that engulfed Wuse Market in Abuja yesterday. It was our brothers and sisters. One sister here was crying non-stop, as if she wants to jump into the fire. It was terrible. Very serious fire outbreak. I don't know if the picture will show. Let me show it here. Yesterday, but unfortunately, hello, my brother Ihejirika Kedu. I hope you are doing well. Thank you for joining. God bless you. Daalụ sọ nwanne m, Chukwu gọzie gị. I am talking of the fire that engulfed Abuja market yesterday. Look at the fire incident. You can see how it is showing. And they said, if I can read the Punch, one of the Zoo Gota media, he said, the Federal Capital Territory Emergency Management Agency has confirmed that 10 shops were gutted by fire at the popular Wuse Market in Abuja after an angry mob reportedly protested the shooting of a man convicted by the mobile court sitting in the market premises. Hello, my sister Mary. How are you? I'm just reading out something related to the fire incident at Wuse Market in Abuja yesterday. So he said, Punch Online earlier reported that a section of the market was set on fire by an angry mob and a group of aggravated traders, that an officer allegedly shot a man trying to escape after he had been charged and convicted by a mobile court sitting in the market. My people, you know, these our people, our Biafrans in other states in that zoo, they don't listen. You remember when Ojukwu went to trade fair, he was calling them Ewu, Unane develop be ndi loan. Why don't you people go back to Biafra land? These people allow themselves to be playing this slave that they call us, that we are slaves, we are infidel. You can imagine a slave calling someone a slave, or an infidel calling you an infidel. People who don't do anything, they have no handwork. The only handwork they have is two things: stealing money and buying people. That's the only good thing they know how to do. Our people will not be listening and following up what is going on. When they push them, they will go and show them one thick forest. Our people will go and bulldoze it with caterpillar, spend their money, build a shop. They will come there and still burn it. I don't know what our people are doing. Whereas we have our referendum, if I tell you that those in those markets crying over the burnt items that they are selling, they don't even know about this Biafra referendum. All their focus is to be developing the towns and cities of people who don't like them. So my people, sometimes I don't know whether to sympathize with these people or not. They fire, in fact, one lady was just crying. You know, the cry of that lady really brought me to tears, because I know that some of her goods have been burnt. Maybe she's a widow, you know, and if you see her face, you will know that she is a Biafran daughter. The way she was crying, the tears in her eyes really brought me close to tears as well. Look at her picture. Let me see. You see, she's crying about her shop, and look at the blaze going on in the market. You see it. I don't know what is wrong with our people. We prefer to go and be developing other people. If this is Yogo, good evening, my brother. You're welcome. Please don't forget to like and share, subscribe to Betty Ford TV. You know, my people, if this self-referendum was to be announced in that Wuse market, before you know it, both those of them who have phone and those who don't have phone, overnight, they will all complete it. But because this one is about Biafra, we have been preaching for a very long time, but we will never stop preaching. We will continue. Hello, my brother Oga, you are welcome. Good evening, my darling brother. Thank you for joining. We will continue to preach to them. We will not get tired. Ndị Igbo si na ike ada agwụ agadi nwanyị n'ebe nwa nwa ya mụrụ nwa. You know, we will not get tired of telling them, spreading the news, na-agbasa ozi ọma, that na inwe self-referendum. Ikwutufasị gị ọkwa nke agha dal na 1967 egbusia ndị mmadụ. They don't know that now this Biafra coming will not come by any conventional war, what they call conventional war, like two nations engaging into war, like Biafra and Nigeria, as it happened in 1967. No, this time around, it is going to be international law process and system. That is what we are going to use to get Biafra. Nobody is going to any war, but our people are there losing their lives, their life savings, their businesses. How can the person survive it? Yes, 2022, when I was staying in Abuja, The task forces comes every 2 months to carry Biafra goods on the roadside market. Yet the next day, our people will still display their goods again. Yes, this is the problem with our people. They don't listen. You can imagine this kind of flame. Punch, the Zoo Gutter Media is reporting that it is only 10 shops. That cannot be only 10 shops. You know? And some of these boys, they will end up buying themselves, because anyone that have lost his or her life savings, tell me how that person can survive. You know? Zoo is not a place where anybody can invest in, because those people, they have no idea of what is happening. Okay, listen to this. Listen to this.
And has also said, the budget, and has also said, in the course of our perusing the budget, which Onanuga seems to have dwelt on, I say we have established very reasonable doubt about 25 trillion so far has nexus in the budget. That means that money.
You see, what is written here, this thing is not long ago. It is something happening in the House of Assembly this week. Today is Thursday. So this thing could have been like Monday or so. It says budget padding. Senator Ningi Des Akpabio. Akpabio is the Southeast third man in the office or in command. Akpabio is the Senate president. I am not afraid of suspension, he says. Says 3.7 trillion not traced to any project in the 2024 budget. Where does this money come from? It is from our land. So why would a Biafran continue to volunteer himself for the development of other states that never wanted us to exist? Why don't they go home? I'm sure that if these business people come back in group and go to their individual state governors, that they will show them an empty land, like they showed them, you know, this Alaba. It was a swamp. Our people had to fill it, and build houses, and are selling them, but they have all been demolished. You will not see any house standing, and they are still demolishing. They demolished some yesterday and day before yesterday, but I just didn't want to talk about it because I don't know what is wrong with our people. This is what they keep doing every year. 3.7 trillion naira lost. They will all share it among themselves. It is from our oil in our land. So it's like adding fuel to a burning fire. You know, we are the ones holding ourselves. We really don't need to be exposing ourselves to this kind of danger. You know, now Gumi is asking for more money, or for money towards the children that were abducted. But the Southeast governors will never talk about our people's goods that was burnt. You know, I stumbled into this on Arise TV. So let me play the video.
Let's begin with a comment made by Islamic cleric Sheikh Ahmad Gumi.
He has condemned the push to designate bandits as terrorists. The Sheikh on Monday wrote a post on his Facebook page titled "Declaring Bandits as Terrorists Will Come with a Price." He said if President Muhammadu Buhari declares bandits as terrorists, it will mark the end of Nigeria as a sovereign and united entity. Well, according to him, once bandits are designated as terrorists, the direct foreign jihadist movements will come into force and give criminality a spiritual cover and remove the stigma of discrediting them with such crimes. Well, his comment has generated divergent views from many Nigerians. Let's take some tweets. This tweet is from Derry, who wrote, Gumi just threatened the existence of Nigeria with terrorism, but this is not a one-off or a coincidence. He has unequivocally made his position known as the leader of terrorism, codenamed banditry. This just made mockery of terrorism charges against Sunday Igboho. While Yusuf wrote, Chimetala Agu simply wore a jalabiya with Biafra symbol. He was ridiculed and tossed across various security agencies like Akara. Today, Gumi is telling the world that Nigeria will be destroyed if his client bandits are proscribed as terrorists. While author and activist Reno Omakri wrote, Sheikh Gumi never speaks for the victims, but when terrorist bandits are affected, he speaks. How long shall a government that is after Igboho and Kanu continue tolerating the PR work Gumi is doing for terrorist bandits? Gumi is an inspiration to these terrorists.
So my people, yeah, my brother said Nigeria government is responsible for the insecurity in the whole, yes, in the whole Nigeria. Hello, my brother. Gumi is the terrorist kingpin. Yes, he is. You know, the thing that really annoys me is the way the Southeast governors always plays the victim or the servant game to the Fulanese. I don't know what is wrong with them. They kept bringing the military. Recently, the military were posing that they have gone to wash, did they say Mother Valley or where Biafran Liberation Army is, but there was a man I overheard that was saying that that place they went is not Biafra land, is somewhere else in Isoko or somewhere in Southeast, but the Edo or Delta area of Biafra land. You know, they always play this ping pong, but it is the governors bringing them. But nobody chases after this man. Gumi once said that these the ones he called bandits, we all know who bandits are. Bandits are still criminals, but they are terrorists. Anyone who is a bandit terrorizes the community. They terrorizes everybody. So they are terrorists, terrorizing the whole nation. But our governors will be weak to be giving ransom on the head of our PM, who is not living within Nigeria, just to please their masters. Yes, and I will tell you, I will play for you what Biafra Unite said about these people. Because when our Prime Minister said that the system of political system in Nigeria does not allow any Southeasterner to talk about Biafra or separation, or even to talk about referendum, the system, because they will put so much fear in you, they will put you in a position where you will see money and embezzle it, so that if you talk, they will put you in prison. And the classic example of that is Ojus Okalo. You people know that sometimes 2 years ago that they imprisoned him, I think 2 or 3 years ago, before he came out and promised them that he will join hand to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu back. Because Ojuzo and the governors, plus Ejiofor and the DOS. They rallied round, contributed that money according to Governor Wike. He said that he contributed as well and paid that 100 million to bring our leader back. Of course, that's Shetima. He is. You remember the one they call Kashim Sokoto or whatever, Sokoto, that was found in his house when he was the Borno State governor? Yeah, it was Shetima and Buhari that formed Boko Haram to destabilize Jonathan's government. We all know that. And these governors, they are all aware. And they will be shaking like jelly. And you know why they do this? Because you see what Oti is doing now, even though I'm not any fan of those governors, you know, those enablers. I'm not any of their fan. But what Oti is doing now shows that these men have been there doing nothing, embezzling money, sending money abroad, buying houses for their girlfriends abroad, especially the last governor of Abia State, Okezi Ikpeazu. You know? So what that governor now, Oti, is doing shows that these governors in other states are embezzling money. And they cannot talk or say no to the Aso Rock command, because they know how much they give them and they know that they don't spend it. So if you talk, they will come with EFCC. EFCC is their shadow hawk. So this is the problem. When things like this, you know, starts going on, you'll be wondering, what did our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu do that is worse than what Gumi is doing, sponsoring Boko Haram, buying people every day in that country? But our leader only asked for referendum so that people will have the chances and the opportunity to vote for where they want to belong. But no, they have to hold our leader with the help of the DOS. And somebody will be telling me, what will anybody tell me? Yes. Yes, Southeast governors are not who we think they are. They are not. I never thought of anything about them. I never, because in year 2013, when I traveled to Akwa Ibom State, one governor there, the way he made that state, I think Governor Godwin, is it Godwin or Edwin? He made that place very well. And I was asking myself, what's wrong with the Anambra and the Imo State and Abia, other Southeast governors? Yes, they are not who we think they are. They are nothing. They are liars. They are criminals. It may shock you that they are Fulani born to control the region. They are all impostors. Only their mothers knows how they become Igbos. You are correct. Typical example is the former governor of Imo State, Okorohausa. That one is not an Igbo man. Yes, that one, he is not an Igbo man. You know? So all these people, in fact, I'm not thinking in their direction at all, because those people are evil men. They are evil men. You know, all that recently, because they all know what they are doing there. They are playing ping pong with that country. Unfortunately, our people are still there. Whenever Tinubu is falling out with them, he will like to use the country to pacify them so that they will not be after him while he is stealing the money. Today we are on Twitter space and somebody was asking whether Tinubu is a saint because Tinubu is not doing the bidding of the Fulanese. But whenever he wants to do it, he will start making demand that will please the Fulani mind, Ruga. So I told them that Tinubu is neither a saint nor a preferred devil. He is not. Now he is asking for Southeast or governors to give land, Ruga, because Ruga means give your land. You know, they want the land for their cattle grazing. And this is what they use in deceiving the whole world. Whenever the world, like UN, they say, oh, there's no war. There's no war between Nigeria and anybody. It is a cattle farmers headers clash. That's what they use in covering up. And they will start paying YouTube and Facebook not to allow us to use their platform so that we don't tell the world that is a lie. But the world knows, because immediately those girls were abducted, America made them an offer to help because they have their eyes and their radar on every country. They know what is going on. The way they buy people in that country, all these world leaders, they know, but they won't talk because they have their interest in Nigeria. And they know that the base for that their interest is in Igbo land, in Biafra land. So they will not talk. They will pretend the way they are pretending now. Because this so-called UN, America is the head. The way Nigeria is the head of ECOWAS. Yes, we all know what is going on. So whenever they prick Tinubu, he will come and be talking about Ruga because he knows that that is where their own interest is. And their Ruga is nothing but when they come to your land, they will build their mosque. That's number one. They will bring their own chief. Before you know it, they will buy all your people and establish their nation there. So our prime minister said no. Let me play the voice of one of my media team colleagues, which you all know.
Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa wants all governors in Biafra land serving under the zoo and all the political igwe's against providing lands to Fulani herdsmen terrorists, threatening to send them to Sokoto. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome to Biafra Unite channel / television this very moment. Today's date is 13th of March 2024, and I have a breaking information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from where you are all over the world. Dear friends and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news, because this very news is very, very important. I can assure you, my people. The Prime Minister, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa, has warned all governors and political igwe's in Biafra land against providing land for Fulani herdsmen terrorists, as Tinubu, the drug lord of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, has ordered all the governors to provide acres of land for free and hand them over to the Fulani herdsmen terrorists for grazing. and the Prime Minister has something to tell them. Before moving forward, I also want to use this medium to let you know that if you are listening to this breaking news right now and you have not subscribed to our new Biafra Unite TV YouTube channel and follow our new Facebook page, which is also Biafra Unite TV on Facebook, I don't know what you are waiting for. As I have been shouting for the past 2 months, YouTube has done what we have been expecting from them. So I don't want to go into the details, but please endeavor to follow and subscribe to our new platforms, because moving forward, we are no longer posting any video on our main official YouTube channel, which is Biafra Unite with capital letter. Endeavor to subscribe to our new YouTube channel and follow our new Facebook page. Please do us a favor by sharing this news, especially those of you who will listen from Facebook. It is very, very important so that the message will be circulated. So, before moving forward, I want to first of all show you what the so-called Mr. President said. After showing you what the so-called Mr. President said, and then I will show you what the Prime Minister has to say. Listen, this very news that I am recording right now, today is 13th of March, 2024. I'm just showing you this for you to see and understand where this news is coming from, because I recorded this news yesterday. But because of the warning and the instructions of the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, came at the very end of the broadcast, which I know that some of you may not listen to that very extent, because the broadcast was a bit longer than usual. So that's why I have found it very, very imperative to re-record it again this morning. So I want you to pay attention so that you can be able to hear what the Prime Minister said against providing land to the Fulani herdsmen terrorists. So pay attention and try and listen to this one to the very end of it, because I will make it very brief. Herders/farmers crisis provide land for grazing. TINUBU directs governors. This is the headline of that very news. Now, let me take you straight to where I want to show you before, showing you what the Prime Minister said. He said, I know what it means as an economic sabotage for roaming cows to eat up the crops and vegetation of our lands. It could be painful, but when we reorientate the headers and make provision for cattle rearing, the problems will be solved. This is coming from TINUBU. I read it yesterday, but the reason why for this one that I'm doing right now is for you to hear what the Prime Minister.
Yes, when you give them land, the problem will be solved. But when they are demolishing the houses that people suffer for years to build out of their own hardship, hard work, and everything, the problem will not be solved. When they set our markets up, the problem, nobody will talk about it. So when they give these Marudas that came from Sahel land to graze, even there was a place I was reading and somebody said, why is it that these people don't understand that they can do ranching, where they will make more money from the cow, the skin, the milk, and create jobs for people? Let me read what our brother Ambrose said. Nigeria government hasn't brought back over 500 people kidnapped in Kaduna by Fulani Janjaweed terrorists. He's asking governors to give more land. Yes. No, as I said to you, whenever Tinubu has problem with them, he will be looking for an escape route, because he knows that as the president, if he announces that governors should give land, then that will make them happy. These 500 people you mentioned here, they are people's children. Yes, in Kaduna. So he's always looking for something to pacify the people pressurizing him, because that's why they got Muslim ticket. Scratch my back, I scratch your back. The poor victims, the poor farmers will now surrender their land to cows over human lives. That one is more important, you know. So, as you said, 500, well, Gumi said something about these school children kidnapped. Gumi said that as long as Nigeria government will not listen to their demand, I played the voice of this girl from Arise News, what Gumi is demanding, and people's comments. So Gumi said that as long as their demand is not met, that more school children will be kidnapped. And he didn't make his threat in his room. It was an open threat. And I read it on YouTube. So you can imagine that it is an open threat, and it was a TV presenters that were interviewing him, about 3 of them, from different Zoo Gota media, chasing him in his car, and he stopped and was telling them that as long as Nigeria government will not heed to their demand, that, you know, more schools will witness that kidnapping process. So that is it. It's all about freedom fighters. We are Biafrans, Genoa. That's what it is about. So you can take your exit. I don't think this platform is for you. Thank you.
Prime Minister said concerning this latest development. And he continued, the so-called Mr. President, the governor should provide the lands, and I, as the president, I am committed in giving you a comprehensive program that will solve this problem towards banishing hunger from the land, President Tinubu declared. Did you get that? He said the governor should provide the lands. The governors should provide the lands. So these were the words of Mr. Tinubu when he was directing or ordering the governors to provide land, free land for Fulani herdsmen terrorists. So because I don't want to waste.
Yes, people should provide their land free for cattle rearing. But when we go to their land, we buy land and we build, and they will be there telling you, oh, Igbos, they like to intimidate, they like to overtake people. Igbos does this, Igbos does that. You know, they believe that this Biafra is just all about the Igbos. There are many Biafrans, many states that make up Biafra. Igbos is just one state inside 40 states. In Biafra land, it's not all about the Igbos. When we go to their own home, we buy land, we build, even the business premises. We build like Alaba, you see upstairs, people will build and be developing their place, but they want free land for their cattle that they will be selling to you 400,000, but they want land free, a land that you can sell and make money and train your children. You will give it free to Fulanis because Nigeria was made for them. These people we are talking about are wanderers, you know, wandering people. Recently, they showed where Ghana military was chasing them and their cow away. They told them that this is not Nigeria. Fulanis, everywhere they go, they are causing trouble. They go to the bush, destroying people's farms and crops. The way they use that cow to do business. It's the way our farmers sell their own crops to make money. Nigeria has no free education, even though it is an oil-producing country. Hello, good evening, my darling chooks. Thank you for joining. You know, so the way they are rearing these cattle, they cannot form a ranch. If you go to India, if you Google ranch in India, the one I searched for, you will see cows the way they are big. They create job for people. People will be working in the ranches, milk the cow. Anytime they kill them, they use it to make beef, corned beef, and the skin. They will show you factory where they are tanning the skins and sell them for shoes and bags. But this one, they will be using it to destroy people's farms. It's not as if Nigeria government gives the elderly people any benefit or state benefit. So my sister Mary said, after giving them Fulani's free land, later they will turn to buy. It's not just buying the people. That is how they claim your land. That is the way they claimed North. When they came to that country before 1914, before the amalgamation took place, when Usman Dan Fodio was alive, they buyed all their chiefs and took over their land. Today, they are terrorizing the whole country. If it is only that they buy people and go their way or whatever, well, we can make do with that. But they will take your land and they will still want to buy you. These people are evil. You know, we have nothing to do with them. So they are asking for this land. They are asking for land.
Waste any time.
You know.
I want to take you now straight, Mr. President. The governor should provide the lands, and I, as the president, I am committed in giving you a comprehensive program that will solve this problem towards banishing hunger from the land. President Tinubu declared. Did you get that? He said the governor should provide the lands. The governors should provide the lands. So these were the words of Mr. Tinubu when he was directing or ordering the governors to provide land, free land for Fulani herdsmen terrorists. So because I don't want to waste any time, I want to take you now straight to what the Prime Minister has to say over this very latest development. And I want you to listen to it to the very end of it. The Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, has said, any community that provide land to terrorists in the name of herders in Biafra land, any community, he said any community, those involved in that sabotage will have to relocate.
Yes, my sister Mary said this is how, this is exactly how they claim Sokoto, Kaduna, Katsina, and Kano. Yes, that's how they claimed it, because they came from Mali, past Mali, came to Niger. From Niger is very close to Sokoto. Niger to Sokoto is like Lagos to Efony or Lagos to Benin Republic. They came from Sokoto. When they came there, they started this type of evil killing. They do it to put fear in people, but they have made their match in our Prime Minister. Our Prime Minister is the man. In fact, he said that he's their last bus stop, and I am seeing it coming. I have seen it. That is true. We Biafrans, we are their match. They will never get any land in Biafra land. They are now claiming our oil and our gas. Nobody is saying a word. Then they want another free land. In their dreams, they will not get it. Yes, they change the names from what it was to the new name. Yes, that's what they do. They will come to your land, they will change the name bring their people, and they will start buying everybody in the church, putting fear in you, and if you run away, that is it. All those places in Kogi and the Plateau, there are people, as they have IDP camp, they have all settled in all those areas. So this is what they want in Biafra land. They will come and take our eyes to add to their own and have 4 eyes each. These people, I don't know. The unfortunate thing is that our governors are enabling them, because they simply don't want to use the budget money. They are banking the money abroad. So none of them want to challenge the Fulanis, because they know that if they challenge them, they will use the EFCC against them. That's why. And they're even against OT, I heard. All of them.
Relocate to Sambisa Forest or to Sokoto, because you will never be allowed to sleep in.
Yeah, my brother Wilson said they were groomed to be land grabbers. Yes, nothing more, nothing else. Yes. Who said no? Go to Koiki Media. Crazy stickle men. Go to Koiki Media Twitter handle. Click on it. Go to the one last week. What you will see there will make you confirm whether what you are saying is true or wrong. This is very wrong. Recently, sometimes this year, in February, they fined 2 Obas in Yoruba land. They did. They did. Even in Warri, they were praying at the middle of the road, and one Okada man that challenged them, they fined him. In Warri, they are everywhere. Yoruba land is not free from them. Oh. That's not correct.
In Biafra land, you will never be allowed to sleep in Biafra land. Both you, your Igwe, and everyone that is involved. Magunwal, anybody who economic sabotage, and that we solve this problem towards banishing hunger from the land. President Tinubu declared. Did you get that? He said the governors should provide the lands. The governors should provide the lands. So these were the words of Mr. Tinubu when he was directing or ordering the governors to provide land, free land for Fulani herdsmen generally. So because I don't want to waste any time, I want to take you now straight to what the Prime Minister has to say over this very latest development. And I want you to listen to it to the very end of it. The Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, has said, any community that provide land to terrorists in the name of herders in Biafra land, any community, he said any community, those involved in that sabotage will have to relocate to Sambisa Forest or to Sokoto, because you will never be allowed to sleep in Biafra land. You will never be allowed to sleep.
You have heard what our Prime Minister said, and Chuks said, and the Islamic flags will be raised up, and that various communities. Yes, once they grab your land, they will raise their flag. That's it, because they have conquered you. This is the conquest, This is the Fulani conquest, or whatever they call it. That's what it is.
To sleep in Biafra land. Both you, your Igwe, and everyone that is involved. Magunwal, anybody who is involved will never be allowed to sleep in Biafra land. It is not possible. How can you sleep in Biafra when you allowed Your governor should collude with you, the political egoists that I talked about earlier, and carved out land for Fulani terrorists to continue terrorizing the innocent citizens of Biafra. You want us to watch you commit such heinous crime in our land. You want us to say yes, to clap for you and say yes, you have done well. It is not possible. It has never happened before in our land, and it will not happen now. Why will it happen now? I have never heard in my history, or in the history of Biafra land, or Igbo land to be precise, that Fulanis are giving free land, free of charge to graze, to rear their cows. I have never had such. No. How? You just give them a free land to graze their cow. How? If they want to graze their cow in our land, they have to buy the land. That's the way we normally buy in the north. But for now, we are not selling land. We are not selling land to Fulani at the moment. We have a very critical situation at hand. We have a very severe, a very critical situation at hand. And this is timing it. The moment is very crucial to everybody in Biafra. So we are not selling land to Fulani now. So that we need to know what is happening to us and know where it's coming from. And so that we can be able to know how we can cure it. Yes. We are talking about the kidnapping and demand for ransom that has taken over the zoo entirely. People are there telling us to provide land for the same people who have been going about kidnapping innocent people and demanding for ransom. Are you aware that Fulani herdsmen terrorists that have kidnapped students in Kaduna State have demanded 40 trillion naira, 40 trillion naira for them to be freed? And they did not end there. Not only 43 trillion naira, they also demanded 158 Okadas. 158 Okadas and about 50 Hilux vehicles as ransom to release these kids. So when you gather these things and give it to them, including 40 trillion naira, then you will now give them, you will now create a safe haven for them to continue their murderous activities, their terrorist activities. And they will give it to them. The Nigerian government, in conjunction with state governors, will give it to them because they are the sponsors. They sponsor them, they brought them from Sahel. They gave them ammunition, they gave them guns. Are you telling me that am I the one that gave it to them? Did I give Fulani herdsmen arms and ammunition? Or did they come with guns, AK-47 from Fort Jalon? No. Which border did they pass with AK-47? So they gave it to them. The governors, the government officials gave it to them. And this...
Yes, my brother said Fulani herders are having field day in Yoruba land because no one have come to wash them out. Yes, Igboho just started few days ago, but he won't find it easy. Edo and Benin under Fulani attack, unchallenged. Exactly. You are very correct. And this is spot on because the only people challenging them is Biafrans. Only Biafrans challenging them. If there's another team, just one more team, like Biafrans, challenging the Fulanis, they will leave that country. They will exit that country completely. How many are there? They are not up to 13 million Fulanis in Nigeria. It's because, you remember Wilson, when Buhari started, he said, oh, he wants to disarm everyone, bring your knife, bring your gun, and people started, surrendering their guns. I was very happy myself because I said that all these buying of people will come to an end. I never knew that he wants to disarm everybody in the country and leave the headsmen with AK-47. No? Because when we were little, the Fulanis or the Hausas, when they are going with their cows, we will come out and be singing to it, and they will be walking gently, and those rearing them will hold stick and kettle. That's all. And nobody bothers them. Everywhere was peaceful. But now you see girls and boys rearing cattle, carrying AK-47. And someone said that most of these senators are the owners of those cattle. That's why they are not saying anything about it. The insecurity they are causing. They all love to go to America with their families, go to Saudi Arabia, go to London, go to France. Do they see cow on the road? And the answer is no. So why do they want to do it in the zoo and in Biafra land? Because nobody challenges them. As I said earlier, if you go to India or even Germany, because this not Germany, Netherlands somewhere, they own pig milk. They have ranches where they grow these cattle inside a factory, well-built ranch. They graze them there, they feed them, they milk it, create jobs for people, and use it for in very good causes. And some of the meat will be sold in supermarkets. They will make more money because that 300,000 they sell cow or 400,000. If you milk it, you'll be making money from the milk. You'll be making money from the hides and skin. And you'll be making money from the beef, the corned beef. The factory producing the container containing the beef will be busy working. Those doing pasteurizing the milk will be busy working. Those looking after the cow will be busy working. Those treating the hides and skin will be busy working. And everybody will be happy. And that will bring development, bring peace and tranquility. Tinubu, who is the one asking for land, free land, do they give people free land in Lagos? They don't. Our sister Mary said the governors, traditional leaders in like Obas, are owners. Yes, owners of the cow. Yes, they are all the owners. So that's why they don't want to bring solution. They know how to solve this problem, because as he was reading that Tinubu said that when they give them land, it will bring peace. How can giving your land to someone bring peace when every country have their land policies and land laws? Yes, Wilson. That's when Buhari announced that all their brothers to come to Nigeria without visa, thereby leaving all northern borders open. Till today, their plan is to take over zoo. Yes. Hello, my sister. Thank you for joining, Julie. You're welcome. We were talking about the demand from the zoo president, Tinubu, that governors should give free land for grazing of cattle. How can that happen? And one of us here in his comments suggested that it is only the Biafrans that is giving them challenge. Other areas of the zoo nobody is challenging them. That's what we are discussing. It's true. Nobody is challenging them. Yes, nobody challenges them. You know? Because if people are challenging them the way we do, they will know. That's why they are buying people, so that they will put fear in you. But they have met their match in Biafrans. They can never come to settle in our land. Not at all. Not at all. Those ones like Dave Umahi that built the biggest mosque for them, they are wasting their time. When Biafra is declared, let them come and see whether those mosques will be standing there for them. And Gumi is busy gallivanting all over the place, and nobody is saying a word to Gumi. But you are looking for Sunday Igboho, you are looking for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are detaining him. And the Igbo leaders are the ones saying, oh, don't release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, leave him there. You can imagine that nonsense.
This ransom that they have demanded, they will get it from the same government. And let me say this before rounding up. Sheikh Gumi has volunteered himself for the negotiation. It is on papers today, 12th March 2024. It is on paper. It is on news. Sheikh Gumi,
Hello, my sister Blessing. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Make your comments respectfully and constructively. We are here in a platform where we tell people the truth. Biafra must come. Biafra is here. Our self-referendum is here. Our Biafra coin, which is equal, powerful more than Naira, equal to US dollar, is here. And yes, if you go to, I will tell you people when I finish with this very guy. Let's finish analyzing it. And I will thank you, Stefan. Thank you so much. Thank you. So,
which order did they pass with AK-47? So they gave it to them. The governors, the government officials gave it to them. And this ransom that they have demanded, they will get it from the same government. And let me say this before rounding up. Sheikh Gumi has volunteered himself for the negotiation. It is on papers today.
Yes, that's the news I played before. I can still play it. I can still play that very news where the lady was talking about, yes, where the lady said that someone, Reno Omokri, was asking if the government, why the government will not arrest Gumi, but they arrested Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho. If Gumi is openly canvassing for government to give the Boko Haram 158 Okada, you people know that this Okada is what they use in infiltrating all the states. You know, they use Okada going through the villages, because with ordinary car, they cannot run through the villages, and they are demanding for 50 hillocks. Do you know that they will give them these things they are demanding? As Biafra Unite said, you know why they will give it to them? They will give it to them because the money generated from the oil is not theirs. That oil money is not theirs. They have a gold that is as powerful as the oil in generating funds for the nation. But that one is for them alone. It's not for the entire nation. It's for the northerners. Yes. And you know that the northerners It's not the real Northerners, the owners of the land. It is the Fulani who now believes that Northerners are their slaves. They will tell you that to protest is haram. You know, they will tell you, oh, it's haram to protest, but it's not haram to eat somebody's money and to steal and to lie. They will use takia to be lying to people all over the place. You know, please, Rabo or whatever your name is, get out of this place. This is not a place for you. Please, get out. I don't want you from on this platform. We don't need you. Please, get out. Yes, they have already used their last option, which is wow. Yeah, they have already used their last option, which is to use our governors to conquer us, but it's not working. No, as long as our prime minister is alive, it will not work. So they have failed into. They have run off strategy. They cannot defeat us using governors and G and B. Yes, they cannot. So my sister said, yeah, my sister said, Chukwu Okike Abiama has blessed us with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his spiritual son, our prime minister. Yes, Mazi Simon Ekpa. We are going home. Biafra land is not for them. Never. It can never be for them, my dear. It can never be for them. Yes, it can never be for them. No way. It can never be for them. Yes. Onome, you are welcome. Thank you for joining. So, what I was going to play is what everybody feels about Sheikh Gumi, but I don't know if it is very important. Let me play the voice of our Prime Minister.
Fellow Biafrans, good afternoon from here. Are you all ready for the freedom that is knocking on your door? Remember, the self-referendum is still ongoing. You have the opportunity to vote. Continue to cast your vote. There is hope, and freedom is on the way. Thank you.
Yes, he said that there is hope, and I believe that.
Good afternoon from here.
I believe that.
Remember what Essence said. If you treat your parents, their children will rise up again. We are the children of God was taken out. We are back. We are back with you. Are you the children of God? As for repeating Biafra, your head will go down. Remember what Essence said.
Yes, you have heard our PM. You know, our PM is always talking to us, you know, how everybody will understand that Our Prime Minister, I love that guy, man. See. Oh my God, all work and no play, my people, makes Jack a dull boy. You know, there are some people asking where to get the link to vote. If you go to Google, click www.biafrarepublic.gov.org. When you click on that, it will lead you to where you will find the link with everything. You will see where you can vote. You will also see where you can donate. And for the ID, you know that all roads lead to Lati in November/December 3rd. It will be 5 days. So Lati is a state in Finland where Biafra will be declared, and is only 1,000 slot that is available for 1,000 Biafrans. And you know we are very many, and many of us will be, you know, wanting to go. So, but the thing there is that the ID card voting or registration is mainly for those in diaspora for now. So we are waiting for the Prime Minister to come up with another announcement of how people in homeland will start registering for their data and ID card. No, I think ID card, yeah, ID is ID, registration of ID. Wilson said our PM is the mathematics the zoo can never solve. Exactly. Our PM si na ya bụ cancer. Onye riri anya ogbu onye afọ. Maka na cancer enwere ọrịa. Onwere ngwọta. They are still looking for the solution to no avail. Exactly, my brother. Yes. Yes, my co-host, you are very correct. So our PM, he is a man that Biafrans will not forget in a hurry. Like Onyendu. You know, any product from Onyendu is very good. Onyendu did not tell us, go and listen to Chike Dozie. He did not tell us, go and listen to China Samoru. Neither did he tell Biafrans in homeland, go and listen to Ejiofor. No. Thank you so much, Nwankwo. Yeah, thank you. He said, well done, my dear most sister. Thanks so much for your doggedness. Your voice is heralding all over the world. Keep it up. We are solidly behind you. Thank you, thank you. Onobokwariao. Masuru Olibai. Onobokwariao. My regards to people over there. Email. Thank you so much, William. Thank you, thank you. I'm grateful. Email. You know, so when you go to Google www.biafrarepublic.gov.org, it carries everything. You will see. Thank you so much. Thank you for confirming. So it carries everything with it. There won't be, the links are all together in this very space. When you get there, that is a Biafra government website. You will just see it. Everything is there. Anyone you want to do, if you want to make donation, it is there. If you want to vote for the self-referendum, it is there. If you want to register to go to Finland in November, it is there. Yes, my other co-host said, Miss Mary, my lovely sister, he's advising you people to like and share. You know, I have how many thousands of followers, but they don't watch my video, and the thing is annoying me. Like yesterday, the video didn't go viral at all. My people, this is the only thing you will do for me. Make the video to go viral and like it. When you click on like, it helps the platform to grow with YouTube. You know, I didn't know about all this until I started what I'm doing now with the media team. So when you click and like it and share or subscribe to Betty4 TV, the YouTube will see that I have many people, because I'm supposed to be making it my topic. But when I come here, I get carried away with what is going on in the zoo, because our people are still there and we love to talk about their welfare, because Biafra coming is new life to people from that part of the world. I'm always excited to make our people realize that good thing is on the way for them and they should be following up. So my people, according to my sister here, like and share this video. Like and share it. In every video I make, you will see that people will learn something. They will learn something, because what we bring here is news all over the world, so that our people will know what is going on. Yes, they will know what is going on. And for us to grow in this very channel, it is you people that will help me to like and share it. You know, to like and share it. Please try and like and share the video. Let me play my last video for you people before I go.
On to the theme that I've been asked to speak about today. That is, for the world to respect Africa. Now, the first thing that I want to underline is that respect is never a given. It cannot be purchased. It must be earned. And it is earned based not on rhetoric or request, but based on action. Concrete action. Consistent action over time. Saudi Arabia has oil, as does Nigeria. Kuwait has oil, as does Nigeria. Qatar has abundant gas, as does Nigeria and other countries. Yet Nigeria is the country with the largest share of its population living below extreme poverty line in 2023 in Africa. It's not a gold medal that we should be proud about. Clearly, there's something fundamentally wrong in our management, or rather mismanagement of our natural resources. It is also clear that if we continue to mismanage these natural resources, we will remain stuck. I have urged African governments to stop securing loans backed by their natural resources. That's because those natural resource-backed loans are non-transparent. They're expensive. They make debt resolution very, very difficult. If that trend continues, it will be a disaster for Africa. If we manage our natural resources well, Africa has no reason to be poor. We have $6.2 trillion of natural resources. So how in the world are we poor? Simply need to pull up our socks, stamp our corruption, and manage our natural resources in the interest of our countries and in the interest of our people. Let me say, the resources of a country does not belong in the pockets of powerful and rich individuals. It belongs for the state to be used for the benefit of the people of that country. There must be accountability for that.
There's never an accountability. Okay, my brother says, like and share. Comment is what grow platforms. Really? You know, I'm learning. Thank you so much. Always remind people to like, share. Sometimes they forget. All right, I'll be doing that as I go along. Yeah, because whenever I'm reading on some of the platforms, they will be mentioning it, like and share, so that people will be reminded. Yes, from this last video that was talking about other countries that has got oil. Oil currently in the zoo is ours. The governors are not managing it properly. Rather, the only people that has it are the Fulanis who are managing it, and they are using it according to what Sheikh Gumi is demanding from them. Managing it for the terrorists to be buying people. There is no how they can be like Qatar that he referred to here, or be like Saudi Arabia that he referred to here. So what it means is that since they don't know, they have been controlling this oil since oil was discovered in Biafra land for the whole nation. Now that they have gold in Zamfara and it is for Zamfara, once Biafra goes, my people, what they will do is that we will manage our oil resources by ourselves, as this man said. So my people, continue to vote for the self-referendum. And as I said, if you go to www.biafrarepublicgov.org, you will not miss it. That is our website. You will see everything there. You won't even ask for self-referendum link separately from the fundraising link and from the registration for your ID. Everything is all there. So my people, we have been here for almost 2 hours plus, you know. So I will leave you and love you. We will see the same time tomorrow. Remember, onye ndị ilo gbara gburugburu na-eche ndụ ya nche mgbe niile. Ụmụ Biafra, unu alarụkwa n'ụla. Remember to like and share. Make your comments respectfully and constructively anytime. I love you, Biafrans. The zoo will never get us. Yes, my people, the oil belongs to us and the gas is in our land. Ndị ọbụla ji enwelu nkefa. Yes. So, I love you all. Remember, it is peace, progress, unity, and equity. Thank you. Thank you, Wilson. Thank you, Chukwudi. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Henry. Thank you, Shadrach. Biko nu ndị nlozala afafu na-ewe n'iwe. Ọ ga-adịla onye ọbụla mma. Ka ọ dị n'echi. Don't forget to join me tomorrow. Thank you so much. I love you all. And bye from here. Thank you.